What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. At the beginning of this video, we're at 174 subscribers. So the next subscriber will win this t-shirt. Okay. One thing I've noticed is that you do have to have an account with YouTube, and then you can subscribe, and it'll let me know if you're the 175th subscriber. But anyways, today we're gonna continue working on the Stella engine rebuild. I was waiting on a gasket from Mercado, and it came in today. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do is put the reed block back on, and then we'll put the engine back into the bike. So yeah, if you guys are ready, let's do it. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is install the reed block. Went ahead and cleaned the surfaces of the case and also the reed block itself. All right, I got my gasket here from Mercado, came in today. So what I'm gonna use is called Yamabond 4. It's supposed to be some really good stuff. I haven't used this before, but yeah, we'll try it out. If we have any issues, then we'll address it later. But yeah, I'm gonna coat the gasket on both sides. So we'll let it sit for a minute, and then I'm going to install it. Alright, so I've let the gasket sit for a minute. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it on the engine case. And we'll screw it down. Alright, got the reed block right here, the hot reed installed. I'll put that on. One screw here. 2 flat heads with the wave washers. Okay, that's it. Alright, before I put the motor back into the frame, I need to replace some of these rubber grommets. Especially this one here with the wiring and the cables coming out of it. And also the one for the fuel line. And also, this rear strut seems a little loose, so I gotta check the little buffer on the top here, make sure that's okay. So yeah, let me get all that done, and then we'll go on to put the motor back in the frame. Alright, as you see, I actually had to de-pin these connectors from the wiring in order to get this grommet out of it. So, yep, lots of fun. So I'm really not sure if this is the same kind of grommet. This seems to be a lot smaller than what was here, so I don't know. We might have to do something else as far as a grommet here. Well, since I don't have this proper grommet for a Stella, I do have a plastic one I put in here. So yeah, that'll just have to work. The fuel line grommet I do have, it's the same as a P series. So I'll go ahead and put this in here real quick. Probably easier if I lowered the bike down and put it from the inside out. Alright, let me do that real quick. Alright, so you got the fuel line grommet through. Plastic grommet for the wiring and the cables. I do have the oil line grommet as well. I'll put that in there. But since I have the bike down, I'm going to check the buffer on top of the shock here and make sure that's not worn out. If it is, I'll have to replace it. So get the shock out real quick. All right, I got the shock out, and yeah, this little rubber buffer looks pretty good. I'll just wipe it down a little bit and I'll put it back in. Okay, I think I've got the frame ready for the motor. Got the new grommets in. Yeah, I got it all set up in my lift. So yeah, let me start by taking the motor out of the engine stand. Oh no, okay. Much heavier with all the stuff bolted to it, but that's okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to put the motor back into the frame. I like to start by lowering the mid jack all the way down. That way I don't have to lift the front of the motor too high. And I start by putting the front bolt in, and then I usually lift the jack back up, and then I kind of just work the rear of the case back up to the shock. So yeah, nice and easy. And I'll see if I can show you guys. All right, here we go. Okay. With the mid jack, I can kind of work it into position without too much effort. So I've got the hole lined up for the front bolt. Jack a little more. Alright, got the front bolt in. Okay, now that I got the front bolt in, I'll work on connecting the rear. So usually I just pick the rear of the motor up until it gets to the bottom of the shock, and then just throw the bolt through it, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so come on. There we go. All right. So, see, the motor's back in the frame. Pretty easy when you have the right tools. So yeah, I'll go ahead and torque the two bolts down, and then we'll move forward with the wiring and cables and whatnot. All right. Okay, so this main engine nut is supposed to be between 59 and 74 Newton meters. When you tighten this, you do have to hold the other side, because otherwise it'll spin. I'll go ahead and do, say, 65 or, yeah, 65 Newton meters should be fine. All right, so like I said, I gotta hold the other side. All right, that's that. Okay, so the lower suspension bolt, I think this is an M9 bolt. Supposed to be between 13 and 23 Newton meters. I'll just do 20. All right. All right, just so the rear end is not just hanging there unsupported, I'm gonna go ahead and put the wheel back on. All right, so before I put the wheel back on, I'm gonna change the tire. That way I don't have to take the wheel back off later on to do so. If you guys don't know how to change the tire, I'll probably do a more detailed video of how to do so later on. But right now, I'll probably just do a time lapse. If you're wondering what this is actually one of those Nomar tire changer machines. The only thing I use it for really is to demount the tire. It's not very good as far as mounting tiny scooter tires. So if you're thinking about getting one, yeah, don't waste your money. They don't actually show you, how to do small tires because it doesn't work well with small tires. So anyways, I'll probably sell this thing and get a real machine later on. But yeah, let's get this tire changed and then back on the bike. Yep, that's probably the only thing it's good for. Okay, that's how you do it. I got a new tire on the rim. I got some new hardware. I'm gonna throw it back on the bike. These are M8 nuts. Again, something you can get from Lowe's. M8 about 125. The heck? Oh, it ripped off. Bad one. Okay, I'm gonna torque these down. Okay, so the wheel nuts are supposed to be about 20 Newton meters. Usually 22, whatever. You can see I'm going in a star pattern. That's how I usually torque down anything that's round. Okay. Okay, next up, we'll torque the rear hub nut down. Okay, rear hub nut, 90 Newton meters. Usually I can hold it, but actually, yeah, I can hold it. I can hold 82 Newton meters. Okay, 90 Newton meters. So once I got that torqued down, there's this nut that goes, I'm sorry, this castle cap or whatever you call this thing. It goes through it or on it, and then you got to put a cotter pin through the little hole. Okay, that's very important. You don't want this nut backing out while you're riding. So yeah, that cap and cotter pin. So let me go find that. Okay, so the cotter pin with the cap through, cotter pin through it. Okay, I'm sure there's many different ways of actually putting a cotter pin in, but this is the way I do it. I don't know if it's right or not, but I seriously doubt it would ever come out. So okay, yep, that should be good enough. Alright guys, so you see I've got the engine bolted back in place, new tire on the wheel bolted back on the hub, so I'd say it's coming along pretty nicely. In the next video, we'll hook up all the wiring, cables, and we'll reinstall the carb, and hopefully we can fire this thing up. But that's all the time I have for this thing tonight, guys. Again, remember, at the beginning of this video, I said we're at 174 subscribers. So the next person that is registered with YouTube that hits the subscribe button will get that t-shirt. Yeah, can't be any easier than that. So yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed the video so far, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'll catch you all next time.